I really need a microphone. I said I really need a microphone. I want to do like where people sit really far away from the camera and they just like whisper into their jacket. Okay. I tried to start a new piece, and maybe I tried to cut corners. I don't really know. I was trying to work with what I had, because what I would really like to do is get wood, but I don't want to spend a bunch of money. So what I ended up doing was mounting canvas to poster board, foam board, and this happened. I don't know why I did this. I knew this was gonna happen. I don't know why I did this. It's fine. Basically what happens if you need a lesson that I've learned multiple times and, well, still haven't learned. This being like paper, essentially. It's foam and then on either side is paper. The glue that I used has too much water in it, and I only wet one side. So this is what happens when you watercolor a piece. What you can do is wet the other side so that they dry at the same rate, and that will help, or keep it pressed flat longer. I left it for a day and then thought it was fine, but I guess it didn't dry completely, so when I removed the weights, then it started to warp. But I can still wet this side and hopefully it will go back. If not, it's going inside a wood frame that I'm gonna build, so I can probably fix it then. But this is one of the main pieces I really wanted to do, that I've really been wanting to do, and I realized I hadn't started yet. I don't know why it took me so long to realize. I got so focused on the other pieces. Yeah, I just need to flip over these pieces and mount this with some more glue, using matte medium as my glue. That's what I do for my wooden panels when I do commissions. I get the cradled wood panels, and this is one that didn't do right, but I mount watercolor paper to it. That's like so blown out, sorry. Anyway, this one like buckled a little bit. There were air pockets, so this is like now a practice piece. Okay, so let's do the edges of this real quick. I am truly embarrassed for how I did that. I'm so sorry. My history is I'm a little too precious with art, and I was trying to not care so much, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't stand the test of time, as long as it's what I wanted to make and I had fun doing it. And I gave myself like slight assurances, like if it does fall apart one day, at least it's on good canvas, and the glue is glue. I don't know if this is called glue. It's something. I know that that's archival, so hopefully I watched a little too much Baumgartner restoration. Hopefully someone like him, whoever, if it's important enough to ever end up in the hands of a restorer, conservator, conservationist, conservator. Yeah, anyway, if it ends up there, that like they won't be too mad at me. I think the foam board might be the biggest problem. I bought it from Hobby Lobby, like I thought it was good. I don't think it might be. Maybe don't do what I just did. So I don't know where we left off. I think, I feel like the last thing you saw me do was start the trees on this guy, but it was just like really precariously done. It was a little too like oversaturated in like gaudy colors, like a kid did it, and the trees, like I knew that I was just getting started, but the trees just did not look good. So I went back and did this layer, what you see now. I hate that I sit down to paint and I want to film it, I want to document the process, but it always, like, I don't know, it's not that the camera hinders me, but it's definitely an annoyance, but it's just like really frustrating when I decide, oh, maybe this isn't going to be that interesting, so I won't film it, and then it turns out really well. I guess I always have this slight fear that like people won't believe that I did something. That's silly. I went back over and like basically fixed it. Like this looks so much better, and it looks like what I remember. So I don't know if I explained it, but this the story behind this piece is one of my childhood memories, and this is like my backyard and then my best friend growing up, her backyard, and it's just a huge part of my upbringing is the land there. Yeah, I just feel like I captured it better this time. Also, I'm not experienced with trees, and this came out really well, if I do say so myself. I really like it. I need to keep working on it, but I'm kind of second guessing the lines, so it's not exactly proportionate, but like I really love like tall and expansive moments, and I just thought, like, you know, with how tall these pillars like kind of make the scene seem, and I thought I liked that. And then my brother said, what did he say? But anyway, it offended me. Basically, like, I don't know if he said something about like the little girls being really small, or like the ceiling being really tall, and it's like why did you have to say that? Now I'm like, I see it. Yeah, you're right. You're very right, brother. Actually, there's supposed to be like a kind of, I don't know the word, but like some kind of overhead trellis here. And I was worried about like covering the sky, but the tree line in the sky is not the focal point, and I think it's okay to have it like peeking through. So I'm just gonna bite the bullet and paint over my glorious trees. Like, I'm so proud of these trees. Look at that. That's a good tree. Anyway, I'm just gonna do it, and that will bring the ceiling in the roof. It's outside. Anyway, that'll bring a little bit in, you know, like shrink the image just a little bit. And I'm thinking I'm gonna shift the perspective just a touch. So like this fence back here, like this dark spot, I'm just gonna like raise it taller just a little bit. And yeah, I think I might move some things because I'm starting to not like, basically my plan is to, I'm not sure if I want to leave the like floor where it is and like just make the subjects a little bigger, or shift it all a little bit. But I really like my drawing, and now I have to like redo it when this is like stuck on here, you know? So I'm a little worried about that. Also, I feel like everyone has these now, but the rosemary brushes. Which line did I get? I'll link it, or I'll put a picture because I don't remember the name. But I have never bought high quality brushes before. I have never bought brushes not from Hobby Lobby. This is a game changer. This one, hello, the mongoose, I think it's mongoose. It looks like the word mongoose. I don't know how I'm gonna paint this grass, but I think as long as I work or continue to work background to foreground, I think I'll be all right. Also, did you notice my ears? Thanks, I stretched them. I'm finally at an inch. My goal in life is to look like Lars from Steven Universe. Give him some big ears. I believe this is what I used last time. So we have hair in my paint. We have, don't look at my chromium oxide green. I think it was an old tube. Okay, I got titanium white, buff titanium, titanium buff, cadmium yellow light. That's just what I have for yellows. Venetian red, chromium oxide green, it's tripping, raw umber, and Spanish earth. It's like purpley. Just one. Okay. Okay, here's something. I started this, I don't even know. It's been a couple years probably. So originally I had done this little study, and it's based off of the idea of as above, so below. When I say that, just know I've only seen the movie. I don't know the concept seriously. I just really like the movie. Anyway, so I did this and I really liked it and thought that I would do a bigger version of it and like a more serious version. And then I tried to do this and it just like wasn't happening. I also, I think there's a lot that I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And so I was struggling, like things that weren't that big of a deal in this scale became problems at this scale. I just really like the way this one came out. And this was not fun. And I started thinking, maybe it doesn't need to be this big. Big isn't always better. And I thrifted these frames. I have 2 of these. Well, actually I have 4, but I tore 2 apart thinking that some smaller paintings would be really nice to have in the show. And I really love like it being a diptych instead of one long piece. So I think this works really well. I have the canvas to fit inside. I have that gluing up already. So now this is free. I just thought of another little vision to add to the show, and it's relatively simple. The only thing that's like complex about it is the shrubbery. So my first apartment had this wall of jasmine, and I did not have a car then, and I was able to walk to work, and I walked past this huge wall of jasmine every day, and it was the dreamiest part about the walk. Like I was just like romanticizing my life out the wazoo. I loved it. I love the imagery of that, and just like a figure walking, a lone figure amongst this like huge wall of green with little tiny white flowers poking through. That's it. I'm not used to doing really simple concepts, but like it's really meaningful to me. Maybe it looks simple, maybe it seems simple, but like there is space for the simple, you know? I gotta remember that. That's my problem. I was thinking jasmine. It's very like tennis court green. That's a good green. Sorry. I found the photo. It's not as helpful as I was thinking it was gonna be. I don't know if you can tell, but the wall of jasmine, while it looks great in real life, it's very flat in the picture. Like there's very few moments of dark green like shadow. It's mostly, you know, small clumps of flowers and the same shade of green. This is also like an overcast photo, so that doesn't really help. So I'm just gonna kind of add in depth where I can, make it up. And apparently I don't have any like wide shots of the wall of jasmine. I scoured my photos. Nothing. So I went on Google Earth. Okay. So I want the hedge to go all the way. Like I don't want any background. I do want posts here and there, and some sidewalk, because it just has to be. I'd rather not, but then I realized that would look really stupid because the subject will be walking on the sidewalk. There has to be sidewalk. I think I'm just going to kind of sketch in a character real loose while it's wet. I should have taken a reference. I think. I need a reference. That's so bad. Why do I look so depressed? Bruh. How do you walk? I like this one, but I didn't get my feet, so I've got like some others. But the feet are going the wrong way, so I gotta like mesh them up. recording. I think I'm happy with this. The legs are a little funky just because I have short legs and I was trying to make them longer. But I really gotta stop making things up and just copy, even if I don't like the way it looks. I'm wondering if I should put in sky just because the figure is so small. But maybe the hedge is that tall. I just really want like an all-encompassing hedge. You know what I mean? Wow, how fun is that? And it's not actually that unproportionate now that I'm looking at it. I love it. Okay, we're done.